Welcome to greencardguys.tv. You need to know this. Do not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our CARES team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. All right. Hope you all doing well today. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States, helping you secure your legal status to live and work in America legally because the government doesn't care. But we do here at Green Card Guys, okay? So we can prepare a plan of action for you, and everyone needs that, okay? Especially in these four scenarios. Number one, when any of these scenarios can apply to you, even if you filed your own case, you're called DIY situation, or maybe you hired a consultant to help you, or maybe even a lawyer, but your lawyer is non-responsive. Now, look, if it's been 24 hours, let's be a little bit more reasonable. But if it's been like 73 days, a week, and they're still not responding to you, something's a little wrong. You need to take action. Okay, in these four scenarios. Number one, if you receive a request for evidence, you have 87 days or less to reply to USCIS. Number two, the second situation, you receive a notice of intent to deny, NOID, which, by the way, does not actually mean denied, but the government, USCIS, is basically telling you they're likely going to deny your case, but they're giving you an opportunity to change your mind, okay? And you do have less than 30 days to reply to that, okay? And by the time you get it in the mail, snail mail, you might have only 25 days or 23 days. So it's really important. If you're already still live with me right now for the last 30 seconds to a minute, go ahead and follow, click the plus sign, and click the bell for future notifications, because I honestly don't know when I go live. I try to go morning, lunchtime, or evening. Okay. And by the way, you're welcome to if you have any questions, welcome to drop it in the comment section, or just say, what's up? Tell me where you're from. I'm always curious how far the channels have reached, how this algorithm thing works. So come hang out with me. I'll be live for at least 15 minutes to answer your questions. All right. So here's the third scenario. The third scenario you definitely need to contact the lawyer is when you get denied. Even before Trump's new policy of if a case application gets denied, that a person is going to get referred to immigration court, aka that means the government's trying to deport you, okay? Hopefully in a legal way, not trying to do these sneaky situations or put you on an airplane and no one else knows about it, okay? And then the fourth scenario, I'm trying to keep track here. The fourth scenario is if you have a pending case and you haven't received a decision, and maybe you haven't had or not even an interview for adjustment of status, or you're abroad for consular processing or a non-immigrant visa, it may be time to sue the government, okay? We love doing that every day, all right? So any of those four scenarios, don't be shy, contact my team. Let's see. By the way, if you want to join live as a guest and you're on YouTube and Facebook, you're welcome to do that. The best thing to do is email right here, scrolling down here. And if you're on TikTok, there's a little button here, an icon. I think looks like a person, guest. So we'll get 5 people today. The first 5 people that join will be able to, that request that will be able to join. And I really appreciate everyone's trust. There's always a lot of requests, but I just want to be upfront. I can't be here forever. I have several meetings today. Okay. So let's see. All right. If you're new to the channel, new to the Green Card Guys community, put the number 1 in the chat box. I'm curious who's new here, who is returning in the Green Card Guys community. Really appreciate that. All right. Good to see you, Alexa. Now, if you have a pending case, put the letter P. Pending meaning you filed your application to USCIS for immigration benefit or non-immigrant visa. Put the letter P in the comments. P for pending, okay? Now let's take it a step further. If you believe your case is stuck, maybe, or delayed, and it's been 1 year, 2 years, I mean, you're not too sure, but something's off, like it's just taking too long. I know some of y'all think the case should only take 2 months, but that's not how the government works. They definitely take a long time. Put the letter S for stuck in the comments. And if you want, you're welcome to put in the month and year that you filed it. If it's adjustment of status for green card, put AOS, and that gives me a pretty good idea. Alexa, your case is stuck. Okay, so thank you so much for your questions. Let's see. Let's get to it. By the way, TikTok lately has been hiding some comments or questions. I am typically able to see it, and I will share it. So don't you worry. You don't If you're new here, you don't have to copy and paste your questions. Um, let's see, Kashab. After how many days of naturalization can you apply for passport? I mean, like you already took the oath ceremony. If you took the oath ceremony, you got the certificate. Like, dude, you could do the same day. Do not wait. Okay, get it done ASAP. There is no time restriction on that. Congratulations to you. T Baba. You got advanced parole based on your 485 pending and VAWA approval. Okay, that's great. Congratulations to you. Is it safe to travel? No criminal. Okay, so I do believe I have a video about that, about traveling. I'll just leave it up to y'all to watch that video separately because I get that question popping up all the time. So check out my channel for that. Click the plus sign and whatnot. There's just so many different scenarios, and I don't know your situation. If you do want a little bit more specific response to you, absolutely, it's better to join as a guest. Okay, I just do think honestly it's awkward back and forth when it's by chat. That's not time efficient. Okay, so but most of y'all I can answer on the spot here. Hey, Josh, thanks for the roses. How kind of you. Thank you so much. But honestly, folks, by the way, I know these roses and whatnot or items on TikTok cost something. Thank you. But you can save your money. If you want to read our Google, after you read our Google reviews, you can go ahead and schedule a meeting. Okay. You save that to schedule a meeting. All right. I'm trying to fix my thing here. There we go. Okay. And on Facebook and YouTube, this is what it looks like. Okay. So you can schedule a meeting. Now let me answer some questions here. Okay. Mr. Salah, green card holder with misdemeanor, no jail, no probation. You're scared. What should you do to stay here? So anyone with crime, some kind of criminal history, I do recommend you schedule a meeting with my team so we can understand the specific crime, or maybe it was dismissed, but you're just concerned to be as efficient for you and productive of a meeting for you, because you do have to pay money for the meeting. It's not free. It's best to upload the documents or email it to us so we can review it beforehand. Okay, we really try our best to do that. All right, Jahone D, who has been a very avid Green Card Guys community member here, probably since 2020 when I started these channels. That's amazing. Is getting on the plane tomorrow from Jamaica to America because Jahone D finally got the visa. Amazing. I'm glad you stayed on board with that. Some people give up, so that's good. Okay, so Archie Men, no, I'm not in Cali. I wish I'm in Texas where it's blistering hot. Okay, so several people said put the letter P in the comments that you have a pending case. Hopefully it's not stuck. But you know what? I mentioned those 4 different scenarios earlier. You go ahead and save my information because you just never know when you need it. Because that time that you need my information here at Green Card Guys to contact us, you could be like, damn, I wish I saved it. So just go ahead and save it so you don't have to like scramble for it later. And then when you do click the follow button. Okay, those on Facebook and YouTube, they're like, what the hell is John pointing at? So similar here. Oh wait, no, that's not it for you. Okay, there you go. So I got to point two different directions depending on the platform. Okay, that's where you can find it. Hey, what's up, Grateful Heart? Good to see you. Grateful Heart, do you have a pending case too? I don't remember. So click on that link if you do want a meeting and then save it because, again, you never know when you need the help. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully you have no immigration problem and that'd be great. Devil Venom, I don't know what 36B in California is, so I can get you connected with a California lawyer if you need it, or we could. But after you share those documents, we can evaluate that for you. Okay, if you for the next step. Let's see here. For those, okay, I think your second comment here, Devil Venom, says also on 3 years probation, can they deport you? And also, are you able to? Am I able to give your citizenship? I think what you mean is like, can you apply for it later? So in general, regardless of what type of crime, we generally recommend to, if it's a, depending how you got residency, if it was through a spouse, U.S. citizen spouse, then it's a 3-year rule for good moral character period. If you got your status through someone other than a spouse, then it'd be the 5-year rule for good moral character period. So in either one, 3 year or 5 years, you want to have a quote unquote like clean period of no activity related to any kind of crime. So that also includes the probation period. So if your probation period ended during that 3 or 5 year period, we recommend actually waiting until it's the probation actually completed. Okay. Let's see here. So if you're actually in a situation, this is good, just good, like I guess time block tool in general is like use your calendar. So let's say that 5 year period of the, or let's say that probation period ended January 1st, 2025. So you want to use this website called timeanddate.com and count from January 2nd plus, the 3 year or 5 year rule essentially. And that'll give you the new date. And so whatever that new date is, you put it on your calendar and set up as a reminder, set it as like an email reminder for 3 months before, and then you'll know when to file to become a citizen. And of course, if you have a crime, then consult with a lawyer to see if you should still apply. Okay. Thank you so much for your questions. I tried to answer questions sometimes where it could be most relevant for more people. So please don't take offense, y'all. If I didn't answer your question yet, I do also try to go in order. So there's a lot of things I consider. This video production is a lot. It's a full-time job. I've gotten better over the years. Hope for the best. You're gonna self-deport. Oh man. Yeah, we should definitely talk about that. Okay. I did want to answer Leah May's question. Said that you received mail from USCIS. It said it's an RFE. What do you need to do? You need to schedule a meeting. Okay. You need to schedule a meeting with us. Now, of course, if you think this is something that you can do yourself, then go for it. Right. But if you already have the feeling like, bro, I don't know where to get this information. We help you. We help clients think outside the box. Not saying you can't think of it, but this is like literally what we do every day. We don't do anything else. Yeah, we don't do anything else. So we're happy to help you. We focus on immigration every day of the week to help you secure your legal status to live and work in America legally. So if you're interested in meeting with us, there's a couple options here. Option number one, pre-qualified session with our client care specialist. And it's only that amount. I think yeah, there you go. It costs this amount, less than a cup of coffee, even at Starbucks or your local shop. Book it, schedule it. Okay. And look, there's no obligation. There's no obligation to authorize us to help you. But look, I mean, If you think you need help, you might as well read our Google reviews first. Okay, we got someone named Amen or Amen. Okay, what's going on? Looks like you're processing in.
Hello.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, how are you? So I'm a green card holder, and I have a criminal record, misdemeanor class A. No jail, no probation, nothing, just fine. And I'm so scared from deportation. And my question is, the traveling inside the U.S. is safe for me?
Yes, you can travel inside the U.S. You just have to be careful for states like Florida. They've been a bit more enforcing their own state laws related to immigration status. Um, but I do recommend that you carry your criminal documentation to show is dismissed. Like it was a straight dismissal. You said no probation, I believe.
No, no, it's not dismissed. It's guilty, class A.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And so, what about the citizenship after 5 years? So there is a chance there's if I get it or no?
I don't know that situation. This you're on TikTok, so I don't know how much you want to share, but what we do in a strategy session with an attorney is to review the any kind of what we call conditional bar, like a temporary restriction, depending or it could be a permanent restriction. So depending on your crime, but yeah, you can when you click the form and schedule, we can review it for you and plan for the future.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Take care. All right. So, look, y'all, I'm just trying to point y'all right direction. I'm trying to save y'all 3 digits of a kid because sometimes, it can be frustrating. You schedule with an attorney, maybe you never met with an attorney, especially an immigration attorney, and you don't know what to provide. So, someone like Amen or anyone with any kind of criminal history, to make the best use of your time to meet with an attorney on our team or any law firm really is having those documents ready. Okay. So in terms of crimes, if you haven't been convicted or signed a plea deal yet, then definitely the arrest report. If you sign a plea deal or you completed probation or you're about to, whatnot, we call it disposition or a judgment. Okay. Or in some localities could be like a deferred adjudication, which means there's probation. So whatever it is, provide it. Okay. If you don't know what to provide, these team members right here on box number one, um, they'll tell you. Okay, we want to make efficient for you, um, save you some time. Okay, let's see. Make sure I don't miss any questions. I'm with you, Vibe, with the musica. Sadat or anyone else, please don't copy and paste your questions. Um, I don't. I really try my best to answer everyone's question. I really try to speak fast. Because I know everyone's supposed to be working, right? You guys working? Hey, if you're working from home, I'm kind of curious. Put WFM, working from home. All right. But honestly, if I'm not able to answer a question, you're welcome to DM. You're welcome to post it as a comment, at least on TikTok video. It makes it easier so that I can record a video and reply to it. YouTube and Facebook, you got to do something. You got to make it easier for us. Okay, user 4877. You filed 751 2 weeks late on accident. What are the chances of denial? Um, you're likely not going to get denied for that reason, but I believe the government purpose USCIS to have that 3 month window is for you to get your shit together, really. But they don't. The thing is, they don't have a good workflow themselves, right? You're going to receive you may have already received the 751 receipt notice, which currently, as of today still, they have an automatic 48-month extension, which you might think like, oh, that's great. But why would they do that? They do that because they know they're hella slow on the processing of it. Okay. But you should be fine. As long as you filed it, that's good. Now, usually though, when there's some kind of registration window, like TPS, for example, or DACA a long time ago. There was a cutoff period essentially. Well, now there is. Um, or like applying for adjustment of status. There's just so many. There's other scenarios where there's a time restriction, and it's literally like it is a deadline. Like you can't file past that deadline. Okay, and actually, if I think about it, if I don't think USCIS or any of these government websites actually mention it or use the word deadline. They just say window period or something, registration window period. So it doesn't give the vibe that it's a deadline. But there definitely is a legal restriction, including people who are widowers, people who have been abused, victim of crime. There's all sorts of deadlines. You know what? I gotta create a chart for y'all. Oh, my team's gonna hate me for creating more work for them. Let me write this down. I got all these old school papers. Okay, here we are. List of deadlines. That would be nice to have, right, John? Okay. Okay, alrighty. Let's get the next guest on. Afua B. I think I missed you yesterday. Hello. Hello, how are you, Afua?
Hi,
Hi. How
how are
can
you?
doing good. How about you? Enjoying the
I'm
park?
fine. Yes, I am.
That's good.
I just have a quick question. If I have a Waiver 212C, a conviction of 1960, it was granted to me by a judge, and I've been traveling with it since. Would there be a problem if I travel?
Let's see. 212C is what you said?
Yes.
What happened? Hmm. What happened after that, though? For your, did you end up getting like residency or?
No. I came to the country with it.
Oh,
I came with the green card. Yeah, it was given to me by my dad, so I came with it.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
I had it before
Right.
I
Okay.
came.
Right. You had it already. Then you got in some
Yes,
kind of alleged
exactly.
trouble. Okay. So,
Exactly.
so in general, regardless of regardless of the waiver approval,
Yeah.
um, depending on the type of crime, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be careful traveling abroad, or it's more about coming back, right, back into America. So,
Because anytime I travel and I come back, they give me a secondary inspection.
uh-huh.
Anytime I travel, not all the time, but most of the time I get put aside.
Okay, so I yeah, you definitely need to speak to. Have you spoken to an immigration lawyer about this?
Yes, I have, and most of them said it's okay because the waiver, once it's granted, is forever.
Yeah, but you might still get trouble, at the customs questioning.
Like customs.
Yeah, you still might get trouble at customs. So you just have to be prepared on what to answer, whatnot, information about
So
that. Okay.
that's where they take you for the secondary section, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and I usually go there a lot.
Okay, you have been sent to secondary before?
Oh yeah, more than 15 times.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
And
at least you're
anytime they go in there and they see the outcome of the judge thing, then they say go ahead and go.
okay. That's good. Well, then I don't think so anything else would change for you in that sense.
Okay,
Without me knowing more
that's fine.
information, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, see, she mentioned she's spoken to a couple lawyers before, and that's okay. We love to point you in the right direction, even if it's to confirm or deny what someone else said before. But the thing is, with immigration, things can change. So I completely understand if anyone has a question that you already asked a lawyer before. Now, if you just asked another lawyer like yesterday or last week, then that's a little different. It may not change that quickly. Okay, let's see. Jahan D, where are you headed to? Which part of America? Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Grateful Heart. Yes, follow Grateful Heart. Please tap the screen if and follow Green Card Guys if I've been helpful to you. And also because you might need my information in the future. Hopefully not, but it might be able to help you out. All right, let's see here. Corazon, your husband is a resident now. The judge granted 42B. Wonderful. Congratulations. The court hearing I had yesterday was for 42B. What will happen now with this administration? Um, he still should be able to maintain his residency. How long ago did your husband obtain that? Has it been 5 years to? Has it been 5 years now that he's eligible, or at least 4 years and 9 months, so he can apply for citizenship? The court only the court can. By the way, only the immigration court can take away resident status. So if you're ever traveling back to America and you're a resident, and customs present you this 1 or 2 page document, 407 is likely the number. That is abandoning your status if they ask you to sign. Of course, don't freaking sign it. Don't make the job easier for them. All right, someone named on TikTok with a bunch of characters. You're a U.S. citizen. Apply for I-130 for your mom. As a tourist visa for more than 6 months, should you apply for AOS now? Oh, it's been more than 6 months. I mean, yeah. If you look, if your parent who may have quote unquote recently entered America, or maybe even a long time ago, well, I'm just maybe not a long time ago, but recently entered America and still has, if for any reason, still has a visitor visa not expired, or the I-94 not expired, then yeah, you have to consider whether there's anything back home for your parent to take care of. If not, then you might want to consider, well, in this situation, this person has already overstayed. So yeah, then I would file for AOS now, ASAP. You don't need to wait for your I-130 to be approved. If you're filing for a parent and you are a U.S. citizen over 21, you don't have to wait until that petition is approved to be able to file for adjustment status, the 45 application. Okay, that's some strategy right there. You know what? I need to record a video about that too. When to file 485. Okay, y'all. Here's the thing. I wanted to create a lot of resources for y'all. So one of them is to understand better how long certain cases are taking across the country, maybe depending on the application type. So if you're open to it, my team's going to create some kind of survey, I guess you can say. So put a put the letter S in the comments if you want a survey, so that we can like crowdsource essentially how long cases are taking. And I'm not, we'll put a thing on there that, you can be anonymous, of course. You don't have to share your email unless you want to, but we'll put default not to collect your email. And so we'll probably provide some kind of fancy chart or just like the Google link, whatnot, so you can see the results. Alrighty. Let's get Anjali. Okay, that's right. I tried to get you on yesterday, I think. Oh, well, that went away again. Let me invite you. See if that works.
Hi.
Hello. What's going on?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I have a 10-year green card and my condition is removed for my green card and I'm no longer with my husband. We're not divorced. There is any problem of me travel outside of the country?
You're saying, to confirm, Anjali, you have a 10-year resident card right now, the permanent card?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the condition removed because he had a condition.
Okay, great. So yeah,
I had a full year and then the condition removed because we had issue and but we're still married to each other, but we're not divorced. There's any way I can travel outside of the country?
Yeah, that's usually not a travel concern, but thank you for asking to verify. So you can still travel even if you're divorced from that original sponsor.
So I could travel?
Yeah, because you have resident status.
Okay, so that wouldn't affect anything.
Look, so Angeli or anyone else that's travel, the thing is like when I give the information, you gotta take it for what it is. You know, like on social media, it's not legal advice. According to my ethics rules, I have to say this is for entertainment or education purposes only. Now I know there's a couple videos here and there about on TikTok, whatnot, like this auntie shared about her niece. We don't know anything about that, right? They haven't shared that much. The auntie, bless her heart, was just trying to help you all out to just report the situation as it is. But we don't know that person's situation. So I think your question and literally everyone else's question related to travel is because of the auntie. Um, right? And she didn't know what to share. She's not an immigration lawyer. So I can't really confirm that there will be no issues for you or anyone else. And honestly, no immigration lawyer can confirm that for you. But based on typical situations, if you have no crimes, even even if you were still going through divorce, that alone doesn't mean that's a holdup for you at customs.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that helps a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it does.
Yeah, it's just not the thing is anything related to travel, the people definitely need to be concerned is if you didn't file your remove conditions in a timely manner, or you have some kind of arrest, even if it was completed already, the criminal case. Okay.
Okay, because it did send me a letter and says do not travel outside of the state. If you do not receive your green card, you will have a hard time coming back into the country.
What letter is that?
The USCIS sent me that letter.
I thought you said you have resident status.
Yes, they sent it to me before I didn't collect the resident status.
Okay, so that's before. That was before you have resident the 10-year card, right?
Okay,
So it's a
thank
different
you.
situation. Okay, good luck to you. All right, alrighty. So it's a timing of things, right? So I mean, freaking Trump administration, they're sending emails left and right, even to immigration lawyers, and that's what I chalk it up to like glitches, or just them being stupid. Um, I'm not going to call y'all that, but the government is. I'm happy to answer any question, but to be honest, it does, it does, it is, how you put it, like immigration lawyers are very tiring now. I think you know that. So, like if you're truly concerned about your being able to come back today, like today I had or not today, but today I had a meeting, strategy session with a U.S. citizen. She was rightfully concerned about being able to come back into America. And so, we don't have the magic answer for y'all. We can't confirm for you because the travel didn't happen, right? But so just take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because some of your she wasn't the only one. Everyone that answered this question on the on as a live guest, kind of like, can you confirm? Can you confirm? I can't. I'm not a wizard. I'm sorry. All right, we got someone named Sim, who's a TikTok team member. Cool. It's just me just trying to be as transparent as possible with y'all. What's going on, Sim? Hello, Sim. Can you hear me? Barely. And now you're muted for some reason. Okay. Hello? Okay, well, try to join as a guest later if you like. By the way, if you're on your phone, on TikTok on your phone, and you receive a call or some kind of notification, it does mute you for a second or something. So just keep that in mind. Maybe that's why some of y'all have like two devices. Y'all already thinking ahead. All right. Monica Taiwo, thank you so much for your question. Our contact information, at least on YouTube and Facebook, is down below. That's one of our numbers. Okay. Thank you for asking. And then Monica asked, what are these pre-qualified sessions for services? Thank you so much for asking. So essentially, excuse me, this first box at the top, okay, pre-qualify. Essentially, is us feeling bad. Like if you are like want to know if you're eligible, and there's certain situations where we like know that a person is not eligible. Number one, because I train my team literally every day, and for us to decline services, I really feel bad to charge 3 digits. Most attorneys don't give a f. Okay, they don't give a flip. But we have kind of like a several different pathways here to contact us essentially. But of course, if you want to speak directly to one of our attorneys or me, you could do that. That's on the second box. That's what we call a strategy session. Okay, so pre-qualified session is not with an attorney. That is with a client care specialist. But please know I do train them every day, and they do verify with the legal team if we can help you. Okay. All right. Raj Kumar on TikTok.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So I married a US citizen when my child was 19-year old, and I'm currently in the process of applying for green card. What's the best solution for her?
This is for your partner or your mom? I'm sorry.
My daughter.
Oh, daughter. I got the rumpers. And she's here.
No, she's not.
Okay, that's okay. Your daughter. How old is your daughter?
19.
19. Okay, biological.
Yes.
Okay, so biological daughter. So you can file. And are you U.S. citizen? I'm sorry. Are you a U.S. citizen?
For green card.
Oh, it looks like it cut off for a second.
No.
What's your status?
Currently in the process of applying for green card.
Oh, you are applying. Someone's sponsoring you for green card. Okay.
Yes.
A spouse, U.S. citizen spouse.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So did you get married to that person before your daughter turned 18?
No.
Oh, snap. Okay. So shoulda, coulda, but for other people listening in, if you're going to get remarried, if possible, timing wise, get married before child turns 18, because then that person, the step parent, can file for your child. Okay. That's too late for you. That's okay. Now, essentially, you have to get your green card first and then turn around to file for your own daughter, step by step.
Must that all occur before she turns 21?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that or rephrase?
Must that all occur before she turns 21?
Uh-huh. Well, that the step parent relationship for your daughter and your spouse has to occur before 18. So there's two different rules. That's the first one. And assuming that was completed on the before 18, then on the terms of petition, then your spouse can file petition before she turns 21. So it's two different questions, or two different, it's like step by step. Okay.
And she's applying for an F1 student visa. Will that jeopardize her green card application in the future?
No.
Okay. So she mentioned that she is hoping to apply for a green card.
No, there's no reason to share that information.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck. Alrighty. So, I mean, look, I mean, I'm happy to share tidbits, what do you call that? Gems, information here, knowledge with you here. But ultimately, especially before you apply for something, you really might want to consider, engaging with or authorizing an immigration law firm to help you. Now with F1 student visa specifically, we don't help with that. You go straight to the school to help you with that, fortunately. But for many other scenarios, law firms, USA law firms, not the ones abroad, okay? USA licensed attorneys can help you. I didn't think I need to be that specific, but sometimes y'all still hire those consultants. And some of y'all here on the live show are consultants yourself, notarios. I wish you all the best. Just make sure you just be careful that some states, or maybe all states, have some kind of crime against practicing law without a license. Just to let you know, okay? And the reality is that most of y'all may not be aware, but hiring an immigration law firm is not just about completing the forms. It's a lot of it is actually legal strategy, and especially these days with Trump administration, is literally having a guide like us, green card guys, to be right there with you every step of the way. Like you couldn't imagine if you were working for our team, you couldn't imagine how many emails we receive on a daily basis. So that for that reason, I had to get this shared inbox so we can tag certain team members. All right, so let's see. We got a couple more guests, and I gotta hop off very soon. We got Ann P on YouTube. Good afternoon. You have VAWA that's been approved. Is there an interview for all the 485 through VAWA? Yes, it's you likely will still have an interview. We've had some, okay, with the interview. So I can maybe record a video if you're wondering like what that's like. It's not much different than a other type of adjustment of status application, but I probably need to record a video about interviews. Okay, let's get to the next person. Let's get A to mean. David M, thank you so much for asking. That one, definitely schedule a meeting. This box. Okay, looks like a to mean. And so sometimes I suggest that because it's very, very fact specific. Hey, A to mean, how's it going?
Give me 1 second. I put my headphones.
Okay.
A to mean. And so sometimes I suggest. Yeah, do you hear me now?
I do. Can you hear me? Maybe. You're muted. Okay, so I have a meeting in 1 minute. Tameen?
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Do you hear me now?
I've always heard you. Just say your question. Oh.
Yeah, sorry for the bad connection. My question is, like, if
All right. It's okay. Bro's got a bad connection. I tried. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Kitchen ASMR on YouTube. I would say at least 12 months. If it's been at least 12 months for your kitchen prep, then yeah, let's have a chat about filing mandamus for your delayed work permit. Okay. Thank you, Ann. Happy to share. I try to go. So if you're new here, put the number 1 in the chat box. I do try my best to go live every day, even if it's for 10 minutes. Okay. I really appreciate it. I know there's a couple more people who want to join as a guest. I really wish I could have more time in a day, but I got a jet. I got to get my day job. I got to do my day job. Otherwise my team's going to get on me. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day and be safe and take action.